Howdy y'all. Today I'm going to teach you how to build an indoor TV antenna. I'll let you know up front, things ugly as sin, but I stole the idea from Southern Ideas. He's got a channel here on YouTube. Y'all go check him out if you want a longer, more in-depth version, but I'm going to give you the cheap little knockoff version that I did of his antenna. And I'll tell you, his is probably better. I live in a city, so this antenna worked great for me, and I wanted to share what all you need to build it and how to build it. So you're going to need to get yourself some 75 to 300 ohm UHF, VHF, FM meddling transformer converter adapter. Got these off of Amazon for about $7 a piece, $7 for two of them. Okay, then you're going to need to get yourself some copper wire. The gentleman in the video, he used 10 gauge. I just happen to have some 15 gauge here at the house. So get you some copper wire. Then you're going to need some coaxial splitters, and so I got one of those. It's a satellite antenna diplexer. Costs about $7. I had one here at the house, so I used that. You're going to need two 1-foot coaxial cables. That'll run you about $10. And then you're going to need an antenna amplifier. I had bought an old commercial antenna many years ago before I started building some of these antennas. So I just took the one off that, but you can find one online for about $20. You need about 4 screws. I just use these little wood screws right here, and 4 washers, and then some 2x2s to get it built. So the first thing that you're going to do, listen just to what the guy said. You're going to take your copper wire and you're going to measure it out to 49 inches. Okay, that gives you a little extra to tie the ends off. And you're going to cut it at 49 inches. And then you're going to make a mark every 6 inches. And so what you're going to do is you're going to bend your wire so that it makes this shape right here. Okay, so where you start down here, come down, build it up, build it down, follow it all the way around. And once you get back here, that extra, because these are all 6-inch pieces, that extra inch and a half, you can maybe make it 2 inches longer so that you can tie it together. The gentleman, he soldered it. I'm sure that works better. I just built one to hang up here in my garage, so I just tied the wires together and made it that way. Okay, and then these 2 circles right here, that's where your screws and washers and this little doohickey, where it's gonna get tied in there at a later point in time once you get it built. Okay, then you need to cut 2 other wires, and I believe the gentleman said that he did 14.5 inches. And so all you're going to do is cut your 14.5 inches. You're going to take it and you're going to use your pair of needle nose pliers, and you're just going to wrap it around the end, just like so, and you're going to bend it. Okay, like I said, I use 15 gauge wire, so it's real easy to bend, real malleable. So I did that, cut it at my 14.5 inches. Now, when you build this thing, you're going to use, I use 2 2x2s. I don't think the size really matters too much, just some scrap wood that I had off of an old cheap table that I'd built many years ago. So then you're going to take your 2x2s and you're going to screw them in the shape of a T. Okay, so you're going to end up with the 2x2s looking just like this right here. Now on the front side, what I did was I took this figure 8 shape and I attached it down at the bottom here so that it hung off the bottom. I'll draw that on here real quick for you. It ain't gonna be perfect by any means. Like so. Now you got your 2x2, and I attached that to the front side. I screwed it in with the 2 screws, the washers. Put this bad joker on it. Then I flipped it over, and on the back side of that T, I just put the screw in and ran that 14-inch cable off there. Okay, so that's actually going to be on the back side, not on the front side. And in the middle where those 2 meet, you have to have another one, which is why you need 2 of these. So you attach that to the other side, and I'll just draw it as if it's coming up and then the other one coming down. So then you're going to have one of these on the back side coming off of the top, connecting those 2 wires, and one coming down here. Really, guys, that's about all that you need. What you're going to do is you're going to run those 2 with those 1-foot coaxial cords, and you're going to bring them together into a splitter. Okay, And so in your splitter, you can have it. I had an old 3 splitter from somebody must have had an antenna, must have had satellite dish before, so I just connected them in there. So I got a 3 splitter instead of a 2. I think a 2 would work just fine. I'm gonna walk you over here and I'm gonna show you what this thing looks like. All right, hopefully you guys can see this right here. You just got it mounted up on a couple screws. Got my wire right here that I tied it together. I just got it mounted up on some screws there. Then I took this cord right here and ran your 1-footer, ran another 1-footer from the backside into the splitter. The splitter comes down, just another 1-footer into your power source here. Got that plugged right into the wall. And then because I wanted to have 2 of these things, 2 TVs hooked up, I'm a big football fan, you know, I can't be missing my Cowboys game. Gonna have Fox on one TV and CBS on the other to watch Sunday football. But I got this thing sitting about 6 foot off the ground in the garage, mounted up there, and did a scan last night. Again, I'm in a city, got over 130 channels. So I hope that this video worked for you guys. I hope that you're able to hook it up, get everything attached, and get some TV. And like I said, I had a second splitter at the end of mine so that I could run 2 TVs off it, and I didn't lose any power from it. Like I said, I scanned last night and got about 130 channels. So leave me some comments. Let me know if this works for you. Again, I stole all these ideas from Southern Ideas, his video. He's got some great things that he adds on there. I didn't have a reason to use PVC pipe. I just had some old scrap wood laying around. I already had the 15 gauge wire instead of his 10 gauge. But I'll tell you what, this antenna, it's a real deal. Took me about 15 minutes on the first time ever building it, and thing works like a charm. So hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks.